Hi folks, this is Dr. Mike, and thank you for taking the time to stop by and learn more about our Medical Exercise Specialist Training Series. Now in this training series, we've combined the best of our Medical Exercise Specialist Workshop and Certification and our Post-Rehab Conditioning Specialist Workshop and Certification. I think you'll find that this new program gives you the best of both certifications. It makes it a lot more affordable and a lot easier for you to digest, and more importantly, it allows you to start applying the information right away and building a practice and managing your post-rehab and medical exercise clients better. So let's tell you a little bit about the program. We know that medical exercise professionals, the need for them is going to continue to grow well into this decade and into the next decade. The number of individuals diagnosed with diabetes, hypertension, osteoarthritis, and other chronic conditions will continue to grow. We also know that the number of total joint replacements, back surgeries, and other surgical procedures will continue to grow. Now, this doesn't mean that we're going to circumvent the need for physical therapists or chiropractors. Actually, we're going to augment the services that the physical therapists and chiropractor provide by providing that next step. And notice I said the next step in the rehabilitation process. When these clients are finished in physical therapy, occupational therapy, or chiropractic care, 80% of them need a strong, structured, safe, and effective exercise program to help them maintain the functional gains they made in physical therapy or chiropractic care. That's where you, the medical exercise professional, specifically the medical exercise specialist or post-rehab conditioning specialist, now are introduced into the rehab process. So remember this. Exercise is the key to long-term management of most medical conditions. I said this in one of our medical exercise specialist on-site courses a number of years ago, and I think you'll find this holds true for the vast majority of medical conditions. Not all, but the majority. And I think this is the underlying reason why we're seeing medical professionals, even insurance carriers, and the general public embracing the idea of medical exercise. But you need to get the proper training first to deliver safe, effective services that produce positive functional outcomes for clients. So let's tell you about our program. Our Medical Exercise Specialist Training Series incorporates the best of our Medical Exercise Specialist program and our Post-Rehab Conditioning Specialist program into one downloadable 50-lesson series. And that's right, we made it into 50 downloadable lessons. So in the past, when individuals would order our MES or our PRCS course, they're waiting for the MES, those 20 DVDs and that thick manual, or they were waiting for the PRCS program, which was 7 DVDs and that thick manual. Well, now we've made it such that you can download the entire program via the internet. That means you make your payment, and as soon as you make your payment, depending upon which track you opt for, you can download the lessons right away. And I think you're going to find this makes it a lot easier, a lot more convenient for you, and more importantly, it does help protect our environment. So let's talk about some of the things we've added. We've added the best of our post-rehab tips. We've added the best content from our post-rehab profits and protocols teleseminar series. And also we've added more advanced anatomy lessons that now allow you to see the anatomy three-dimensionally, so you can now understand the pathology and clinical anatomy of various medical conditions. We understand that medical exercise services is the key thing now that we're offering as far as providing services to that medical exercise or post-rehab client. When we started our MES program back in 1994, it was primarily post-rehab based. In this new series, we're adding more information in different areas. Corrective exercise, medical exercise training, and post-rehab training are all part of the medical exercise services menu of services. And we address these in our new medical exercise specialist training program. Along with that, some of the new lessons we've added, or new types of lessons I should say, include our advanced anatomy lessons, where we actually go into more depth with clinical anatomy. We even draw it on an anatomy model so you can actually see these structures and then see the individual moving and even apply the understanding of a pathology to these anatomy models. We also go over lessons where we look at our advanced medical exercise protocols, where we actually go step by step through protocols so you can better manage your clients and produce positive functional outcomes, as well as a safe and effective exercise program. We also have added medical exercise case studies to our lessons. With these case studies, we actually take you step by step through a client scenario and help you extract information and then apply the information you've learned in our lessons to develop a safe and effective program for this client. We also look at medical exercise screenings for various regions of the body. We actually take you step by step through some of the procedures where now you're better able to assess your client, determine their appropriateness for exercise, as well as determining if certain exercises are indicated or contraindicated for the client. And then lastly, I think this is the thing I'm most excited about, we've added a number of lessons on post-rehab and medical exercise practice development. Folks, I've always been one. I'm not so concerned about you getting the certification. I am concerned about you going out there and building a profitable and viable practice. Because in the long run, the stronger our practices are, the better able we as medical exercise specialists and post-rehab conditioning specialists are able to serve our community and interact with medical professionals. So I'm very excited about this idea of adding practice development lessons. So let's tell you a little bit more about the medical exercise specialist delivery system. As I said before, there are 50 downloadable lessons. So when you register for the program, you're going to get an email from us immediately, and that email will allow you access to the first lesson. Now, you can opt to download all the lessons at once, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but let me tell you a little bit about what each lesson contains. Each lesson, it contains a video lesson. The program is primarily video based. So when you get that link and you can actually go in and download the lesson, you're going to download a video. You're also going to download a session guide and or protocol. You're going to download a lesson summary as well as a lesson quiz that you'll complete at the end of the program and submit that to us so you can move on to the next lesson. Now, we have two options for delivery. A standard option, which means that lessons are delivered weekly. You'll get a weekly email from us, and with that email, you'll have a link that'll take you to a link to a web page where you'll download the lesson. Or you can use the accelerated option where you pay a full fee. You pay for all of the lessons at once and you can download them immediately. So if you're an eager beaver or you're a very disciplined learner, you can go right through the program right away. And you'll download all 50 MES lessons or all 27 PRCS lessons, whichever one you opt for. Now, we offer two tracks with our program. As I said before, we've combined our MES and PRCS programs together, and that now gives us two tracks. Our first track is a medical exercise specialist track. With this track, it includes all 50 lessons, and you have two options. You can opt for weekly lesson delivery, and with that weekly lesson delivery, it's $99 per month, or a total fee of $1,188. Or you can download the entire program. You can make a one-time payment of $995, and you can download all 50 MES lessons. It's up to you, whichever option you want. Monthly. And with that monthly fee of $99, you get a lesson each week, or you can opt to go and download all of them. It's up to you. Our second track is our post-rehab conditioning specialist track, and with this track, it offers 27 of the 50 lessons. The PRCS is designed to be an entry-level certification for that individuals that wants to get started with post-rehab services. So you don't have as much learning to do. It's a lot of great information, but you don't have as much information to learn as in the MES program. So it's 27 lessons. Again, this is delivered weekly if you want that option at $99 per week, so for a total of $693. Or if you opt for the full program, a one-time charge of $497, and all 27 lessons are yours. So it's really up to you. Now, I know some of you out there have already gone through our MES program or have gone through and registered for the MES and are now going through the program. So we have a couple of options for you. So if you're currently a medical exercise specialist, that means you have a current valid certification. You could pay a one-time fee of $500 and download all 50 lessons. Okay, so if you're currently certified, you have a current certification with us. That means you're up to date with your renewals. You pay a $500 fee, you can download all the lessons at once. If you're currently matriculating through the MES program, that means the following. You registered for the program on or after January 1st of 2011. You have not completed the MES certification exam as of yet, and you registered for either the MES DVD workshop, the MES on-site workshop, or the MES study group. Any one of those three options, you will pay a one-time fee of $199 and you can access all 50 lessons. So if you're currently matriculating through the program, you pay $199, you can get all the lessons you want. Now remember, there's one catch to this and one thing I need you to understand. The medical exercise specialist training won't be available until January 15th of 2012. Right now, folks, I'm on Vancouver Island. We're shooting our MES videos here. We've shot our videos here over the last 18 years, and we're here right now actually shooting the videos. So the video program will be 100% available for download on January 15th, 2012. So I just want to make sure you understand that. For those of you that are going through our PRCS program or have completed our PRCS program, we also have a couple of options for you. If you're currently certified as a post-rehab conditioning specialist, you could pay a one-time fee of $249 and access all 27 lessons. If you're matriculating through the PRCS program, that means you're going through the program, you haven't completed the certification exam, but you registered on or after January 1st of 2011, you'll pay a one-time fee of $199 and access all 27 lessons. Again, these lessons won't be available until January 15th of 2012. Now, our Medical Exercise Specialist series does the following. It updates all of our protocols and guidelines. It provides guidelines on incorporating the MES information into your practice. And what we mean by that is taking this information and actually applying it to your clients, integrating it into your practice so you can now actually start generating revenue and client referrals as a result of what you've learned in the program. The program is formatted into 50 digestible lessons. These lessons now, folks, range anywhere from 20 minutes in length to 90 minutes in length. So instead of listening to those old 2-hour DVDs or 2.5-hour DVDs, now we're talking anywhere from 15 to 90 minutes depending upon the lesson. So it's a lot more digestible or easily digestible for you. And along with that, we've made it fully downloadable. So every aspect of the program is downloadable. Now you can opt to get a hard copy in the form of DVDs or manuals, but that's going to cost you a little bit more. And we encourage you to do the downloads because we really do want to protect our environment. So let's go over some of the additional options you have with your Medical Exercise Specialist training. The biggest option and the most popular one we find is the Medical Exercise Specialist Study Group. This allows you to get the best of both worlds, an on-site workshop as well as our distance education workshop. We offer a teleseminar that meets once a week, and in each teleseminar I'll go over each one of the MES lessons. So once a week we go over an MES lesson. This allows you now to interact with me and ask questions, and it allows you to get more information on how to apply this information to your clients. So if you need any clarity, you need a summarization, or you need to learn how to apply the information, you can get that in our once a week MES study group session. Now again, these meet by teleseminar, so you can dial in and listen in, or listen in via the computer and even submit your questions that way. So if you opt for this, it's an additional $50 a month, but we find for most individuals that actually take advantage of this, they feel like it's great in that you don't have to do all the travel necessary to attend an on-site course. You can get all that information right in the comfort of your own home, office, or studio. Our next option is our MedX Pro Blueprint. Now this is the one I'm most excited about. Yes, I am concerned about you passing the certification exam, but I'm more concerned that you take the information and you apply it, build a successful and profitable practice with that information. With that being said, many of you have told me as I've traveled all over North America, you've told me the hardest part is building the business. Well, the MedX Pro Blueprint actually helps you do that. It's how to build a medical exercise or post-rehab practice in any setting. We deliver these in 26 lessons, so every 2 weeks you get a lesson, and with that lesson, it's me actually taking you step by step through the process of building various systems, building various processes, or going over marketing to build a strong and successful practice. Myself and or one of our MES program directors actually will participate in the program, so you actually will have some live interaction. We will allow you also to participate in our Inner Circle program, and the Inner Circle program allows you to participate and ask questions of me once a week. You can participate in the Blueprint as well as the Inner Circle program by paying the additional $50 per month. Now, if you don't want to do any of these add-ons, no problem at all. You could just simply go through our regular Medical Exercise Specialist training series, but we put these additional options in because we want to see you build a strong, viable, successful, and profitable practice, as well as making sure you're able to absorb the information and apply it. So if you have questions, you can participate in the study group. If you're interested in building a strong, viable practice, participate in our MedX Pro Blueprint. So thank you again for taking the time to spend with us and learning about our program, but let me give you one last thought on options that are available for you for purchase. If you register for our MES program on or before December 31st, 2011, we'll give you a 50% discount. Instead of paying the full price of $995, you only pay $497, and on January 15th, 2012, that's when the video series will be available, you'll be able to download all 50 lessons. We'll send you an email on January 15th, 2012, and with that email, there'll be a link there. Follow that link and it'll give you access to download each one of the 50 lessons. And again, if you registered on or before December 31st, 2011, we'll take 50% off the price and make the cost $497. If you're interested in our PRCS program, which is an entry-level post-rehab certification, you can opt for the same thing. If you register on or before December 31st, 2011, you'll only pay $297, but you'll be able to access all 27 lessons. And again, these lessons, whether it's the MES and PRCS, will be available on January 15th, 2012. Now, folks, right now we're actually in the studio shooting and or editing our MES specialist program. Because we're editing the program, it won't be available until January 15th. So that's why we're offering you early bird specials if you like to register. Now the program will be available after January 15th. So if you opt to register then, you'll just simply pay full price. But if you'd like to get more information on the program, please go to medicalexercisespecialisttraining.com. You'll be able to see sample videos. You'll also be able to download information on the program and even see the 50 titles for each lesson, as well as the running times for each one. So if you're interested in building a strong and profitable post-rehab practice, you're interested in managing clients with medical conditions, and you want to start interacting with the medical community, I urge you, stop by our website at medicalexercisespecialisttraining.com and get more information. We know that the future is bright and strong for medical exercise services and medical exercise professionals. So take the time, get the information, get trained, and I think you'll find it'll offer you a great opportunity for building a strong and successful practice. So again, thank you for joining us. Best wishes building your post-rehab practice, and I look forward to seeing you in our medical exercise specialist training program.